Welcome back. The news in details. Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli announced on Monday the start of the production of the coronavirus vaccine locally. The Premier made the announcement at a joint press conference with Minister of Health, Hala Zaid.
Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli and Minister of Health Hala Zaid held a press conference on Monday to announce Egypt's first production of the coronavirus vaccine by the Egyptian holding company for biological products and vaccines, Vexera. Speaking during the press conference, Madbouli said the President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi had given the directives to start manufacturing the coronavirus vaccine locally, in addition to securing the biggest number of doses from vaccines approved the World Health Organization through contracts with different producing companies. He noted that about 1 million doses were produced so far at a rate of 300,000 doses daily. The Premier said also that Egypt has asked the Chinese side to double the raw material provided to Egypt to produce the vaccine to allow for the production of 80 million doses by the end of the year. This would provide enough doses for vaccinating 40 million people. Vexera has received 1,400 liters of the raw Sinovac vaccine to manufacture 2.25 million doses. The Ministry of Health has cooperated with Chinese company Sinovac to start producing the vaccine against the novel coronavirus COVID-19. The first production line will provide 40 million doses of the Sinovac Vexera, which has an efficiency rate of over 80%. The Premier also said that a new Vexera factory in the 6th of October city will produce 3 million doses daily. He noted also that when the new factory starts its production, Egypt will not need to import vaccines.
Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli inspected on Monday the Grand Egyptian Museum project to follow up on the progress of the implementation and work to improve the surrounding area. Speaking during his inspection tour, Madbouli said that the GEM is one of the mega projects carried out by the state. Madbouli added that there is a clear assignment by President el-Sisi to implement this project with the highest standards to match the great ancient Egyptian civilization and to reflect the state's keenness to preserve its archaeological sites. Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry continues his visit to New York on Monday to prepare for a UN Security Council session scheduled for Thursday to discuss the Ethiopian Nile Dam. The session was requested by Cairo and Khartoum. Foreign Ministry spokesman Ahmed Hafiz said that Shoukry is to hold a number of meetings with foreign ministers and permanent representatives of member states in the Security Council. During the talks, Shoukry is to stress on Cairo's stance, which calls for reaching a legally binding agreement over filling and operating of the dam that takes into consideration the interests of the three countries and preserves Egypt's water rights and interests. The High Committee for Managing the Coronavirus Crisis has decided to increase the allowed occupancy rate in hotels, restaurants, cafes and theatres to reach 70% instead of 50%. This came during the committee's meeting headed by Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli and Minister of Health Hala Zaid. During the meeting, the minister reviewed a report on procedures taken to curb the spread of the virus. Egypt has been gradually easing pandemic restrictions since June 1st as coronavirus infections slow down. A number of countries around the world are taking measures to contain the spread of the coronavirus as the Delta variant hits.